Hello, everybody. Welcome to the November 3rd Golden Zoom put on by the Golden State Bonsai Federation. And today we have a visiting artist on the Zoom named Alessandro Bonardo. Hello, Alessandro.
Hello, nice to see you. Okay, now I'm here in the prefecture of Chiba in Japan, doing with my student the preparation of material of black pine. If you see here, there is my two students from Slovenia, and my Italian student is doing the video. Now we are preparing this tree that it was grown in the field and cultivated 3 years in the wooden box. If you see here, this is the beginning of this is the beginning situation. We worked with my class of 1 year ago. We worked this tree and pushing down all the branches. Then now it's quite simple to work because the first silization was already done. Today, our work consists in cutting the long vegetation because after the first silization, it grows very well, and it put a lot of bud inside. You can see the good vegetation now. Then the first step is remove the unuseful vegetation and here you can see the result. We have removed all the unuseful branches, the long branches, and come. And now the tree is ready to be cleaned. We have to clean up the old needles and select when you have too much candles. You have to select the candles, and later put the wire. If we turn back to my students, they are finishing to wire this tree. Franco, please let's show this is almost finished. Just a final touch. We have to remove some needles at the bottom and define the position of the branches. But this tree is pretty good and ready for the vegetation of next year. In the spring, I will put it in a bonsai pot and do another mekiri in the summer, cutting the new flesh in the summer, and in autumn will be ready to sell. This tree was prepared for the exportation. Then we can export it to Europe.
Okay. Hey, Alessandro, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Let me introduce you first, for people that don't know you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alessandro, he is originally from Italy, and he completed a 6-year apprenticeship under Master Masahiko Kamura. Is that right, Alessandro?
Yes, right.
And he graduated from the Nippon Bonsai Association in 2022. So he earned a full recognition as a professional bonsai artist with Masahiko Kamura's personal endorsement. Does that sound about right?
Yes, that's all right.
Okay. And yeah. tell us about where you're from and what drew you to bonsai. How did you get into bonsai?
Okay, I'm from Italy, from the region of Turin, and I studied bonsai at first with Massimo Bandera. Okay,
So
here.
this is a nursery that you're in a nursery now, correct?
Okay, yeah, I'm in the nursery of Marucchio in Chiba.
Hmm.
Okay, I worked
Okay.
uh, at uh, um, at the beginning. I've started bonsai in Italy when I was 12, and I've studied until 18 with Massimo Bandera. Then Massimo Bandera asked me if I would like to study bonsai an higher level to become a professional, and this was my dream. Then I went to. She presented me in Japan to Master Kimura, and
Wow, okay.
this is how.
So when did you decide you wanted to do bonsai for a living?
Oh, I think it happened when I was 16.
Mm.
And because I studied with Massimo, and Massimo is a very good communicator, and working with Massimo his means to increase the passion every day. And I've started at 14 with Massimo, but when I was 16, was like I want to become a professional. Everything about bonsai was good, and for that I could do this because
Yeah.
Massimo grow my passion, and helped me to come to Japan.
And so what did your family say when you said you wanted to move to Japan?
My
And
family,
yeah.
for my grandfather was a shock because she created the my family company, and he hoped that I continue that, but they are counter, and for me doing something that you cannot touch by your hand is not the work that I want to do. Then for me was not a possibility for my heart.
Now, are you married? Do you have
I
are
have a
you married?
girlfriend.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you didn't have to move a family to Japan.
No, no, I don't have a family.
Gotcha. Now, hey, let's talk about the 6 years in Japan. Yeah, when you were with Masahiko Kamura.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and can you just tell us like what was it like the first day when you went to Kimura's? What was it like?
yeah. The first day in Kimura's place was how do you say it? Was unbelievable because the first time was the presentation when Massimo Bandera presented me, and I was amazed by the trees in the garden. But if you are talking about my first day of work, it was crazy because a lot of people said me strange things about Japanese culture and about the garden of Kimura. They said, for example, that if you don't work all the time, he look at you. You you will go back. You will go home. And for that, at the first day, master said me, oh, just to take a look at bonsai. In future, you have to work a lot. Then now for you is good to enjoy the bonsai and enjoy the style. But how do you say it? I was afraid of this. I think it was like a joke, and and I was afraid that it is something like a trap, because in Japan, Japanese make a lot of stuff like that. Then
Oh,
I
really?
tried to work, but work everything, cleaning the garden, everything could be useful for him. But every time he see me doing something, he say, "No, no, no, don't do this. Just look at the bonsai."
Really?
And I was quite afraid of that. But from the second day, all the day was working, and uh, and after 1 week, I understand it why he said me take a look of bonsai, because during the days we hadn't any time to look bonsais,
Okay.
because it was just work on them. It was just work, eat, take rest, and when we go back home, we are tired and could only sleep.
So okay. So you're working at Kimura. What is a typical day? In other words, how early, how long, what kind of work did you do? What is it like being there?
Okay, in in Kimura's garden, we start normally at 9, but youngest apprentice have to be earlier. The youngest one have to come at 8:30 to clean up the laboratory. And later from 9, we start the work in the garden, and start the work in the garden. We take care of the niwaki. We take care of the garden.
What's the Niwaki?
Water.
What's the Niwaki?
Niwaki are the garden plants.
Oh, okay.
In Japanese, niwaki means garden plants that have good shape, controlled like a bonsai. Is in Europe they are called macro bonsai.
Mm-hmm.
Then we water the bonsai, and later, I think, when we finish this stuff, go in the laboratory and put a lot of wire. All the day, put wire.
Mm.
And as much is your experience, as much you wire. Then the youngest guy work maybe half day in the garden and half day in the laboratory on bonsais. But when you are, for example, are your third year, fourth year, sixth year, you work almost in the laboratory.
Mm. So is there like a hierarchy of people that work there? Is there like a number one apprentice and
Yes,
then
yes.
two? How does that work?
It depends. It depends on the ability, of course, but depends only also on the age of how long did you said there.
And how does he decide? I mean, is there somebody that he says this is my number one apprentice and everybody has to listen to him? Or you know what I'm saying? Is there a system?
Uh, yeah, it's something like that, but it's not so strict as people think, because of course bonsai is not is not only time. Then there are people that doesn't matter how long they do bonsai, but don't learn bonsai, because bonsai is the mix of talent and application.
Hmm.
For that, of course, most normally people who do longer are better, but this is not something that happen always.
Mm. I see. What was there ever something a task or something you did that seemed impossible at first, like you felt like you were not going to be able to do it?
Yeah, but I've studied. I was not a normal student in Master Kimura's place, because normal student start from zero with Kimura, but I've studied 4 years with Massimo Bandera. Then when I studied in Kimura's garden, my level was pretty good, and I did a lot of difficult stuff that other guys was surprised. Then normally the youngest guy do few wire in the first year, but for me was different. From the third year, I wired bonsai every day.
Mm. So all day you just wired.
Yeah, because Kimura's garden, there is a lot of meritocracy.
A lot of what? Sorry.
Is meritocratic. People who
Ah.
are good, people
Mm.
who work a lot, catch the best work.
Oh, I see. So what did Kimura demand most from his apprentices? What was his, what did he
Yeah,
demand from you most?
sorry.
What did Kimura demand most from the apprentices in the garden?
Ma, Kimura's garden is not like the garden of other masters, because normal bonsai business is to buy bonsai, work on them, and later sell. But Kimura's garden is different, because he work for other professional. Then
Oh,
he have a lot of bonsai to be styled that are from other nursery. We work on them, and later people come back to catch them. For this, in Kimura's garden, we work something like 1,000 of bonsai per year.
really?
And yes, and this is the difference by every other garden, because every other garden buy bonsai, sell bonsai. Maybe they do something like 300, but not 1,000 or 2,000. And
Wow.
this is the reason why the apprenticeship in Kimura's place is totally different by by others, because in other place there are a lot of apprentices, but a few trees to that have to be worked.
How many apprentices are there anyway in Kimura's garden?
Always three apprentices,
Just three.
because yeah, always three apprentices, because when the elder finished the apprenticeship, Kimura take a new one.
So wait a minute. So you do 1,000 trees a year with three apprentices, which means
Yeah,
that.
well, it means that when before I started, Suzuki Hiroaki his finish his apprenticeship, and other two guys was there.
Ah, wow.
Then
Okay.
Hiroaki came out from the garden, and I entered.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is that in a year, you probably touch over 300 trees.
Yes, of course. Not the first year. Maybe the first year I did something like 200 because I was
Okay.
slower than now. Then,
Yeah.
but
How many can
about the
you do
number,
now?
I
How
think
many?
that I did 3,000 trees in 3,000 trees in 6 years.
Wow. All right. So let me ask you the question. Tell us about a mistake or a lesson that you learned in Kimura's nursery.
What lesson about technical lesson?
Or a mistake that you made, something that, a painful mistake, or maybe you didn't ever have any.
No, painful mistake I didn't, but of course I did a lot of mistake when I started.
Yeah.
Um, is something about grow step by step. For example, when I started, uh, I was uh, I usually put wire on all the branches, but this is not correct because you have to put all wire on the trees that are new materials. When you create the shape on a new material, you have to wire all the branches. But for example, when you work on a old bonsai, uh, you have to respect more the natural shape. Then the target is to wire as less as possible.
As the tree gets older, you want to use less wire.
Yes, yes. When you have a bonsai that is a bonsai from decades, you can wire only, for example, uh, one branches per 3 4 branches. You have
Hmm.
4 branches, you wire just one.
Oh, okay. Because the branches stay in position and you don't need
Yeah,
to
because
wire.
they
Gotcha.
stay in position, and because it's better not to have a perfect style of the bonsai. It's better to have a natural style. Then a little imperfection is better than the perfection.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, is that wabi sabi?
No, that is not wabi sabi. That is shizen. Shizen.
He's in.
Natural. Natural.
So what can you explain she's in?
Shizen means in Japanese means as the same of how it grows in nature. This
I
is
see.
Shizen.
Okay, I got you. Now, do you have a favorite tree that you like, and maybe one that taught you the most?
Ah no, about the Shizen, about
No, just
the
just personally for you, do you have a favorite tree you like to work on?
oh, my favorite tree is the next I have to do all the time.
All
Yeah,
right.
because I'm one that like new challenge. For me, bonsai is a challenge. I like to think about the possibility, to think about the issues of bonsai, and always try new solution and create something new. Then when I have finished a bonsai, that could not be my favorite because my favorite is the next.
Is the next one. All right.
Yeah.
So how did your relationship with Kimura evolve over the years? How did it change?
Well, at the beginning, he was rude, of course, but is something that he considered a part of the apprenticeship. At the beginning, he's rude, and even if you do good, he don't say you, because we have to remember that Master Kimura is a 85 years old Japanese. Then
Oh, okay.
we have to accept and learn and understand that it is he come from another culture, another world that we didn't see. Then is too simple to say Kimura is rude and criticize him. There are a lot of ex-apprentices that do that, but we have to understand the situation in which Kimura grown, and we have to understand that compared to other old Japanese, Kimura is the most open-minded, because is strict, but is not so strict as other people. Is rude, but is not so rude as other people. And you have you have to find the kindness of Kimura in little things.
Like what?
No, he have, for example, when he teach you, because he teach you the little secret of bonsai at all. He don't hide anything, and this is how do you say? Is really generous.
Now, is he nice to you now?
Sorry?
Is he nice to you now? Is he not rude anymore to you?
No, no, of course no.
No.
This is just a phase of the apprenticeship that lasts for the first 2 or 3 years.
Really?
It is a phase, and everybody have to manage that phase.
I see.
Later, of course, if you do good works, he appreciates that.
Yeah, yeah, and at what point, or maybe I don't know, did you ever come to a point where you said, I finally, I get it now. I really understand bonsai at a different level. Was there a point that you hit?
No, no, because learning bonsai is not something that comes from steps. Then is impossible for me. Is impossible to do a bonsai school like a normal school with steps, diplomas. That is, for me, is a stupid things, because bonsai is something that came from experience.
Okay. Yeah.
Then, of course, if you compare two bonsai of my third years, was similar, but if compare one bonsai from my second year and one from my fifth year, they are really different. Experience needs a lot of time to be managed.
Now let me change the subject just a little bit. Let's talk about your artistic philosophy.
Yeah.
So when you start a brand new piece of material, what do you look for first?
At first, I look about the strong point of the bonsai, the good point of the bonsai. For example, if you have a material, First, you see what you want to show at most, and only later you can see about the issues, because many times people do the opposite. They look at the issues and later decide how to work the bonsai, um, to cancel the issues, but it's not the correct way.
I see. So you look at the whole tree and say, this is what I like about it first,
Yes,
and then you worry about trying to fix anything wrong with it later.
yes, it is.
Oh, interesting. When you get a tree, do you plan a design or do you just let the tree guide you? How do you what's your thought process for coming up with the design for the tree?
Normally, I don't think a lot about the design. Because in my experience, I worked on thousands of trees. Then I have a good experience to find fast a solution. Then maybe if it is a difficult tree, um, uh, I see it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like this. I decide and program the work I have to do, and later start.
So in Kimura's nursery, you had trees that were more finished. Were you working on raw material there or
Yes, yes, because
you did?
in Kimura's place, most of all our trees came from customers or brokers, bonsai brokers. Then they are finished the trees that needs only the last stylization. Of course, many times also raw materials comes in Kimura's garden, but is one raw materials, three finished the trees. It's something like that. Now is different because now I work on myself, on my own. Then I have something is the opposite: three raw materials and one finished bonsai.
Okay. So now you're dealing with a lot of raw material and getting them ready to be bonsai versus working with a lot of finished material before with Kimura. Is that right?
Yes, but another strange thing is to be good to work on raw materials. You have to work on a lot of finished bonsai,
Okay.
and this is why the best way to do bonsai to learn bonsai is to come in Japan. Not because in Japan there are the best artists, because you can find good artists all over the world, but because in Japan you can have experience on raw materials and also on finished bonsai. Because if you are not if you have not confidence with the final result you have to looking for, is impossible to do a good work. Because people in, for example, people in Europe many times work on raw materials, but they are not sure about the final result that they have to work for.
Interesting. So you talked about bonsai brokers. How does that work in Japan?
Yeah, working in Japan is well, for me is work for other professional or buying tree and selling. My style of business is similar of Master Kimura, because have a little part of my own bonsai and a lot of people for customers.
I see. So the
And
brokers.
this is the reason why I do the school in Japan, because the students help me doing the trees of my clients.
Oh, I see. And do you have you don't have your own nursery? Do you work out of different nurseries? Is that how that works?
Yes, I don't have my own nursery because I've just started my professional 3 years ago.
I
Then
see.
to buy a nursery, to have the employee to manage them, because how do you say it? Is I travel a lot over the world. Then if I don't have employees, for me it's impossible
Hmm.
to manage on my own company.
Yeah, yeah. So getting back to just kind of the artistic part of bonsai, um,
Yeah.
you know, do you do you ever break like we follow rules here, in the United States, we're doing bonsai, we're looking at a lot of rules. Do you break rules sometimes when you're working on trees to be artistic, or when do you break rules?
Um, I think that this is a really interesting topic because um, people in Europe and America think that there are a lot of rules about bonsai, but really bonsai don't have so strict rules. Um, Japanese, when taught bonsai to Europeans and Americans, created rules to make bonsai easier for us,
Mm,
because learning bonsai process in Japan is very long because we look for the harmony of bonsai, not to following the rules.
mm,
But it's very difficult to to teach the harmony because it depends case by case. Then
mhm,
each bonsai is different, and it is impossible to say a rule in general. Then Japanese created the rules of bonsai, just to teach bonsai to foreigner. This is the reality.
is that right? But
Yeah,
like when I look at trees and kokufu, things like that, they look like they are following some type of structure or something, aren't they?
yeah, but because this is because the general harmony um, and follow the Japanese beauty,
Hmm.
and of course Japanese beauty is a something. And of course, for example, if you look at Chinese bonsai, they are different because they don't follow Japanese beauty, they follow another kind of
Mm,
beauty.
hmm.
Japanese beauty came from nature, but the nature of Japan, the nature of China is different. Then
Mm,
the trees from China have different style.
mm,
I think that or deciduous trees. I think that all the conifer and the deciduous trees are from temperate climate.
hmm.
Then the nature of US, the nature of Europe, the nature of Japan is pretty similar. Then um, the style of this type of bonsai cannot be so different
Mm,
because the nature is not. But for example, if you are talking about the tropical species, they are really different. Then the style in bonsai could also be different.
hmm. Do you ever work on Yamadori there in Japan?
Yes, of course, many times.
And are they imported? Because I'm hearing that in Japan there's not much Yamadori left.
No, you have a lot of Yamadori, but is Yamadori that was still not worked for decades.
Oh,
Because in you have in Japan a lot of Yamadori nursery that just keep Yamadori and don't do anything, just
oh,
cultivate them.
oh, really?
Yeah, for this you can find good Yamadori materials that wasn't worked for decades, but
Oh,
not new Yamadori bonsai.
I see. And how did Kimura shape your or influence your style? Or did he?
Yeah, of course, he influenced me a lot on the style because I like very much the how you say the harmony of Kimura style, and also the thing that is the position of all the branches and the length of all the branches is in Kimura style is the most rational because a, a bonsai from Kimura is the most simple to be maintained because have all the times the low branches the longest and the buds all grow up. Then the bonsai done by Kimura is the simplest to be cultivated.
Can you kind of expand on that? You say Kimuras are the easiest. You're saying they're the easiest to maintain or simplest
Maintain,
structure?
yeah.
Now, why is that? Because there's fewer branches, or
No, no, not because I have to show you.
okay,
I take a sample because I style in the same way of Kimura. I don't
okay.
have so much big difference by Kimura style.
Now, if you look at a tree, you can tell if it's a Kimura style or not, right? You can tell
Yes,
the.
yes, you can because okay. For example, if you look about this tree,
Uh-huh.
you have all the branches that from the top go down to the bottom, but the buds are growing up.
Okay.
All the buds are growing up.
Hmm.
Then, of course, when we see bonsai, we see few from the top, but and this is the correct way to see the bonsai, because if you see like this, you can understand that all the thin branches are going up,
Hmm.
and this is very good for the cultivation of the tree.
Hmm.
Here you can see the branches
Hmm.
in when you put in this style, all the branches have the same vigor and they are very good. And the branches outside from the volume have to be the strongest.
Hmm.
The branches inside have to be smaller. In this way, you can have straight branches. Secondary branches have to be straight in a good bonsai, not bent. In a good bonsai, you have big bend on big movements on the branch on the primary branches, but the secondary are almost straight.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like the movement is going to happen inside, and then The last one that comes out is
Yes,
going to be
the
straight.
big branches have to be as moved as possible,
I see.
and this is the best. When the small branches go up,
Hmm.
um, a lot of people in Europe put the small branches at the bottom of the volume, more like this,
Hmm.
not like this, more like this, because
Hmm.
if you take the photo, it is the result is better. But bonsai is not a art to be good in photos. This is a good topic because a lot of people do bonsai for the photo set,
Uh-huh.
but bonsai have to be good in real, and have to be good in cultivation. It doesn't matter if it is the best or not the best in the photo.
Hmm.
But a lot of people do bonsai only for the photo set.
Hmm.
And if you see their bonsai in the reality are not so good as the photo set.
Now, a question for you on these pines, do you reduce the needles like on a tree like this? Would you reduce the needles so the needles are shorter or no?
Yeah, this is because the last year wasn't did the Mekiri, but next year we will do the Mekiri, and
Now, what's a Makiti?
Mekiri is the cutting of new flesh in June.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You
Hmm.
remove at all the new buds of black pine. You can do
Hmm.
this stuff only in black pine.
Yes.
You remove all the new flesh on June, and later the later new buds grows. For
And then,
example, now
yeah.
I will show you the result of well done a well done Makiri. This one. You can see that the older leaves, the leaves of 2 years ago
Mm-hmm.
are long,
Mm-hmm.
but the new buds
Mm-hmm.
grown after Makiri
Mm-hmm.
are short.
Mm-hmm.
You can
And
also
then,
cut the long leaves.
yeah, and then after the Makiti in December, you eliminate certain buds, correct?
Yes, yes. In December, you eliminate the unuseful buds.
And what do they call that in in Japan?
Me suguri,
Okay.
me suguri. My students have finished this one. This guy is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I have just to put a touch, and now they are doing. Now they are working on this one, the second one.
Yeah, now we talked earlier about you having students in Japan. Can you talk
Yes,
about the program that you do for people that want to go to Japan and learn?
yeah. People who want to study with me in Japan have to come for 1 month. We can choose a month of the year when I stay in Japan, because half of the year I travel between Europe and other countries. Then we chose 1 month. They come here, stay stay here because I provide for to have a place to stay, and and that's all. They work bonsai every day for 1 month.
But you can't be a beginner. You have to have some experience to
Yes,
learn.
of course, you have to be not not a professional, but a good expert of bonsai because I need people who could wire correctly the bonsai. If you see
Hmm.
here, they are very good. They are very good wire.
Oh yeah.
The wire don't have mistakes,
Hmm.
and is put very well.
Oh yeah.
The also the structure is almost precise.
Hmm.
Then I I just prepare the I just prepare the trees for the students. I teach them how to do the most important stuff, and later they do.
And how many students do you have at one time?
I have four students at a time.
Okay. And then let me ask you, what does it cost for somebody to come to Japan and do that?
It doesn't cost um, because my clients pay me for this, pay me to work the trees.
Oh, really?
Yes, for this they don't have any costs.
Oh, wow. Okay. But they come and they work for a month on trees for you.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Awesome. So now how many years have you lived in Japan?
Oh, now is 9 years.
Wow. Okay. What was
Six with Kimura and three doing this work. But
um
I
uh,
started this school 1 year ago. 1 year ago.
so where did you learn Japanese?
I've studied in Torino with Savona Kamura
Oh, okay.
privately.
In Italy or Japan when you
Yeah, I studied in Italy, in Turin.
in Italy? Oh, I see. Gotcha. And now in Japan, what was the hardest cultural adjustment? What was the biggest adjustment for you moving to Japan?
Sorry, what is the adjustment? Means
What difficulties did you have? What difficulties did you have?
okay. My the most difficult things was that I think that Japanese are not free because they have uh, not just rules. They not just follow rules, but also they follow habits. Then for Japanese is very difficult to change. Also, when what they what they are doing don't have any meaning. You know,
What do
for
you
example,
mean?
what
Yeah.
I mean is that, for example, it's difficult to have a Japanese student because, for example, the main answer of Japanese is because I've always did like this, and this is not a good answer because if, for example, if you make something that is not ideal, that is wrong, and I ask you why are you doing this, because because always I did this is not a good answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That means that you don't want to change, you don't want to get better.
Mm,
Then
mm,
this was my biggest difficulty in Japan,
mm,
to compare myself with people that most of all have difficult to change and difficult to accept new things.
mm. Wow. So what surprised you most about being in Japan? Anything surprise you?
Sorry.
And what surprised you most about being in Japan? Something that
uh,
you
the, the most the thing I appreciate most is the possibility to work with Kimura. That
Ah,
was incredible. I am a professional now just because I have learned everything by him.
now, do you go back once a year? I heard that people go back once a year and help him for a week. Is that true?
Sorry?
I heard that people that work for him go back and give him time once a year, like a week or something like that.
Yes, yes. I went back once a year for 2 weeks.
And do all the apprentices do that if they can, or is that
No, only yes. I think yes.
okay. And then there's a concept, I think I pronounced it right, chokunin.
Shokunin, yeah.
How does that affect you? That's the craftsman's spirit, I guess, in Japan.
Yeah, but for real, I don't like very much this word because shokunin means something like craftsman. But for me, bonsai is something more. For me, bonsai is art. Then I don't like to consider bonsai just as a craft
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So that's more
because
like
shokunin means that the thing you do is always the same and you follow just the same pattern every time. And
uh-huh.
this is not how I like to do bonsai.
Yeah. Now, you are considered a bonsai professional in Japan, correct?
Yes,
Is
yeah.
is did you have to get a license to do that or a certification or how does that work?
No, of course, you everybody can do bonsai. Uh, as Kimura said, the only one good certification is the work you do.
Yeah. But you're considered a bonsai professional. Is there an organization you belong to for bonsai professionals in Japan?
Yes, there is the Kumiai, the organization of bonsai professional, but at the same time, there are, I am a part of this organization, but there are a lot of good professionals that are not.
Oh, I see. Now, do you work on trees that go into the Kokufu 10 and some of the other major
Ah, yes, of course. I've started with helping Kimura for preparing trees for Kokuten, and later doing also by myself.
yeah, yeah. So talk to us about Kokufu 10 and how how do you get into Kokufu 10 and the preparation for that and then any awards maybe that you've won in Kokufu.
Yeah, Kokofuten is different by each other work because the main target is the tree have to be worked as softer as possible. Then, for example, in Kokofuten, guide wire are not emitted. Big wire are not well accepted.
Mhm.
Then you have to do a soft wire. For this, you cannot take a material and prepare it for kokufu. It's impossible. You have to take a finished bonsai and prepare it as soft as possible.
So it can't look worked on, basically. Is that it?
Yes, yes, that's right.
And do to get into Kukufu 10, is there a system to let trees in?
Yeah, there is a selection in January. You have to participate to the selection with all the other trees, and there is a mark of each bonsai. There is a judge, and later only only a part of the bonsai, only 250 bonsai can participate.
And when you participate in Kukufu 10, if you win something, does that help you get more clients?
Yes, of course. But I remember you that in Kokufu, only you can participate only with the name of the customers, because Kokufu is not an exhibition for professional, but it's exhibition for bonsai enthusiasts.
Oh,
The only one exhibition in Japan for professional is Sakufu.
yes, yeah. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
And that's where you put your own, yeah, where
Yeah,
you
then
would put your,
also if you prepare the tree that win the Kokufu, is not known by your name, but with the name of the customer.
I see. I see. But everybody knows who worked on it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, have you ever had any trees win in Kokufu or Sakufu
No,
or
no,
get
no,
awards?
not
Ah,
yet.
oh, okay.
No, not yet, because I am a professional just by 3 years. I need more time and more money.
Gotcha. Does it take money to get into Kokufu 10?
Yes, it's something like $2,000 to. If the tree is selected, you have to pay $2,000 to participate.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what I was going to ask you? That black pine that we saw that your students did the wiring on, what does that tree
Yeah.
sell? What does that sell for? How much do you sell a tree like that for?
Oh, a tree like that, I don't know. I don't know. It depends.
Okay, I was because you're going to export that tree, or does that tree stay in Japan?
No, no, the tree is ready to be exported in Europe next year.
I see. Now, would
But
does it?
we didn't already talk about the price.
I see. Gotcha.
Also, because
Somebody.
now I'm paid to work on it. Then I don't care about the
I see.
selling now, right now.
I see. So yeah. You're just preparing the tree at this point.
Yes.
Ah, gotcha. Now somebody's asking a question. Are there many women there, I guess,
Yeah.
working in the nursery?
In the nursery. Yeah, there are some girls in the working for this nursery and other nursery. I didn't had girls as students yet.
I see. I see. All right. Let me change the subject again and just talk to you just kind of you've never been to the United States, correct?
Yes, I've been just one time in Guam with my girlfriend, but it was not for bonsai, just a visit.
Yeah, but you've never been to the main part of the United
No,
States,
no, no,
the
never, never.
Oh wow, okay. Now, are you planning on coming to the United States?
I was grateful if you can invite me.
All right. Yeah.
I was in Brazil, in Russia, in Japan, and many places Europe, but never in USA.
So we have to get you here because we can't let the
Yeah,
Russians get you and us not having you come over.
it
Well,
could be a
perfect.
nice start.
Oh, how awesome is that? Yeah. So, yeah, if you come, especially to the United States, I know what we like to do is we like to have people come and visit several different clubs and
Yeah,
talk about bonsai and demonstrate and things like that. So I'll ask and we'll see if we can't get you here to the United
yeah,
States.
that would be great.
Awesome. Now, what do you see the future? How do you see the future of bonsai?
The future bonsai.
Yeah,
Um, for me, the future of bonsai is the research of new material. because, for example, a lot of the creating of new material, and we have to create the material before create the bonsai, because a lot of people say Yamadori, 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 and just take Yamadori, put it into a pot, and say this is a bonsai. But bonsai could be much more better than that, because, for example, talking about pines, a lot of pines in Japan are Yamadori, but they are recultivated into the ground, because, for example, if you do big cuts on a tree, later is it have to recover it, but it's impossible into the pot because don't have enough strength. Then another issue is that tree with great movements are many times are thin in the nature. Then if you want to get bigger, you have to put in the ground. For me, one of the topic of the future of bonsai is the cultivation in field of bonsai. Because Japanese, all the field of materials in Japan are owned by old people, and there is no new generation creating new materials. And also, the reason why Japan have a lot, so much materials and so good materials is not because have better mountains or better bonsai in the mountains. It's because they cultivate it in the ground.
Interesting. Now, in the next few minutes that we have with you, would you be able to go through the garden and talk about a few of the trees out there, maybe that you think are good or something that we should be thinking about when we're looking at bonsai?
Okay. But for example, we can talk about this. This is my tree. This, of course, is Yamadori. The previous front was here, but from here you cannot see the most interesting things. That is this incredible dead food and live vein. But if you see, then I've grafted with the Toigawa, because this is the previous foliage. This is Hokkaido juniper. I grafted it with the Toigawa, and it is growing very well. But next issue is the base, because from this front, from here, the base is great, but here is thin. Then on this tree you have two live veins. One is this one, and one is in the opposite side. Then it's very difficult. In the spring, I will remove the shari from this part and bend the live vein, putting the root system until here. It's similar to do an air layer, but you bend the root system, removing the shari. Then in the future, the tree starts from here. This gene will be the nebari of the tree. And of course, I even styled half of the tree. Then you can imagine the final result of this.
Now, the branches near the bottom where you have the original foliage, you're going to remove that, correct?
Yes, correct. I've removed the original foliage all over the trees, but just I left these because this came from the second life vein, this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I want this vein because it's very thin. This vein became bigger.
Mm-hmm.
For this, I left this original foliage
I see. Wow. Yeah, that's a beautiful tree.
because on this tree, foliage came from the principal vein, but from the secondary vein came only this branch and this one.
Mm.
You
So,
can see
so
this
you
one
grafted
grafted.
everything above it. You grafted everything above it.
Yeah, when you graft, you have to consider the passage of all the veins to
Mm-hmm.
maintain it alive.
Wow. Now, this is your personal tree, or is this a tree for a client?
No, no, this is my personal tree,
Ah,
and also
okay.
this one is next year will be ready to be sold in Europe and exported.
Ah, okay. Now, do you have your own bonsai collection, or do you just work on trees and not have a bonsai collection of your own?
I have some trees that I don't want to sell, but
Uh-huh.
it's not like a collection because my for me is a pleasure. For example, when a friend of mine buy a tree that I've created for years and maintain it well, because for me the most important thing is the challenge. For example, find a material like this and
Hmm.
do this work of removing shari band grafting. But when I finish this stuff, for me it's better to give to another guys that can enjoy the tree.
Oh, I see. Very nice.
This is this is another of my bonsai. I finished style it yesterday. Also, this one ready for the exportation, and also this one is grafted because I like to graft all the junipers.
Hmm. It now, is this a natural style which you were talking about before? In Japan, they have more of the natural style.
Sorry, what means natural style? What do you mean
Well,
with
well,
natural
well,
style?
because a lot of times when I see bonsai here in the West, the pads are perfect and everything is,
Ah, yes, yes, but now this is a material. For this, you cannot appreciate the natural style. Now
I
is
see.
just put the branches, the main branches, in the best position to receive
Ah,
sunlight and say in correct position.
I see. I see.
If you
Yeah.
want to appreciate something like a natural style, uh, it's difficult. Mm.
Well, because you were talking about how in Japan, they don't necessarily
Yeah,
follow the rules.
something like this. This is a beautiful juniper, but these have to be defined.
Yeah.
It's not already worked, but the growth. This is the ideal vegetation in Itoigawa. You have few wire. If
Mm-hmm.
you open this, you have only few wire.
Mm.
And this is why I like to graft the trees, because if you choose a good variety like black pine, like juniper, itoigawa, you can wire less.
Ah, I see. But that's
Yeah,
that's after you've styled the tree though, right?
yeah. This one also. This is a massive white pine that have a bad vegetation, because this kind of tree don't grow buds inside.
Mm.
For this, I will graft these two with a better variety of white pine.
Mm-hmm.
The variety for me is one of the most important things when you talk about bonsai.
Okay. Now I've heard that in Japan they really use they graft Itoigawa
Yes,
on almost everything.
yes,
Is that correct?
yeah. For me, it's correct. But if you have a tree that have a very good foliage, you cannot. You can't also not to graft, but um, it's very rare because juniper normally has horrible foliage.
Now, do they use kishu at all in Japan?
Kishu,
Yeah, we have a variety of juniper here called kishu.
yeah, kishu, but I don't like kishu because it it has many limits as bonsai.
Okay, yeah.
For example, one limit is um, they can't stand the hard bend,
Mm,
and they can't they can't stand hard bend. Then if you for example, a tree that in the future lost branches and want to change the shape has big issues.
I see. And Itoigawas you can bend and
You
it's
can bend
easy.
everything in Itoigawa. Also, big branches, you can't remove the shari inside and bend everything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is how looks the place we are doing the
Wow.
school. We have infinity material to be worked.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't have any limit to keep students.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And your students work on all different varieties?
Yeah, of course. Now we are working on the black pine because is um, is a good season, and we have to work them all before doing repotting.
Oh. And
The
when do you repot your black pines there?
we will repot in the finish of February.
Okay. So when it's cold.
Yes, before starting growing, because Japan is very hot place. Here you can see the how do you say it? This is the how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Is an iwaki. We are doing this now. This is an iwaki. Is a garden plant, a
Ah,
normal garden plant,
yeah.
and we are transforming garden plants into bonsai.
Oh, okay. So you'll take the roots down in February and repot
Yeah.
it. And you'll put it into a box.
No, no. I will put in the bonsai pot.
Oh, you put it in a bonsai pot. Okay.
This is the same of the wooden box. Is made of plastic.
And then what do they use for the soil?
For the soil, we use 5 parts akadama, 2 parts kiryu, and 1 part yuga.
Oh, okay. And does the yuga go on the bottom?
No,
Or is it
you have to mix everything and
all mixed?
just like that
Okay.
because it has different function. This tree I like very much. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Well, the roots, what I notice is the roots on these trees look really, really good.
Yeah, the root system is perfect because it was done in the field, and this is why I said to you before that for me the future is grow bonsai in the field
Okay.
better
Yeah.
than Yamadori. You can find Yamadori and put in the field.
Mhm.
People say you are crazy because you put money in the field. Yeah, but because people think just to sell bonsais as fast as possible. But if your target is to produce a good bonsai, this I think this is a better way. You can appreciate the root system is incredible on all the sides.
Yeah. And that's done when they first put it in the ground to make sure that the root system is good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because when you cultivate it into the ground, you also can do the control of root system.
All right. Well, Alessandro, awesome. Awesome time talking to us. Anything you want to tell us here in the United States before you come here and visit?
Oh no, I'm okay, thank you. I'm ready. When you want, I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. Well, Alessandro, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. See you. Goodbye.
All
Hope to
righty.
see
Take
you
care.
in USA.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.